Welcome back guys, another NVM vlog, and in this vlog we'll be covering stage 2 parts fitting on the Audi S3 8V. So we've got 2015 Audi S3 here. It's an S-tronic 2-litre TSI, 300 horsepower. Already it's been fitted with a catback exhaust system and air reduction kit, but today we're going to stage 2 map it with an ECU and stage 2 DSG, and we need the following parts installed. We've got a front mount intercooler from Forge Motorsport, and we've got Scorpion, we've got a small downpipe, and we're also going to fit some H&R lowering springs, so we'll try and cover that in the video. We don't often get a chance to cover our stage 2 packages. They do come in and out so quick, so we're going to try and document it all today. The exhaust is off, the downpipe's just coming off now. The Scorpion downpipe, it is 76mm throughout, and as you can see, the standard downpipe itself, its main restrictive content is the actual catalytic converter itself. We'll transfer over the lambda sensor, and we'll transfer over the bracket and get it back on the car. So that guys, that's the standard shock absorber. If you have a look at the bottom, that's the connection for the Audi Dynamic mag ride. So within the shock absorber there is magnetic particles. When you activate it, they reduce the amount of oil to be dispositioned on a compression. So that's why it's quite important that you use a spring set that is suited to this, and the H&R springs were actually developed for the Audi mag ride system. So we're just going to compress these springs, put on the new ones, put it back on the car and attack the rears, get the car on the ground and finish off the rest of the install. So guys, the intercooler's on, the downpipe's on, obviously the intake, turbo elbow and the full exhaust system's on too. You probably noticed the car's on the dyno with just the front wheel drive. It is a 4-wheel drive Haldex car, so I'll show you what we do to get it into 2-wheel drive dyno mode. And this is exactly what saves the car from overheating the rear Haldex for no reason when we're constantly on the dyno calibrating and change things. So we just literally put it into ignition on, press the hazard button and then pump the accelerator pedal 5 times, and now dyno mode's activated. So now the front wheel of the car will only spin, so we're not causing any stress to the rear Haldex, and we're not unnecessarily running the car in 4-wheel drive. As you probably know, these cars are front wheel drive until slip, and then rear wheel drive engages. So with the dyno mode, we can run it in front wheel drive and get the best accurate and repeatable results. you can see there, with the intercooler intake and the full exhaust system with DCAT, we're running 314 brake horsepower and about 420 newton meters of torque, so it's where it needs to be as a stock run. Turbo is overshooting, again with these downpipes when you fit them, and without mapping, the turbo overshoots, overspins and goes to the next low target, which ain't really healthy, especially when the gearbox is stock as well. So we're going to take it easy with this and trying to build up the boost slowly and see what we can achieve today. So as a base run, stage 2, 375 brake horsepower, 525 newton meters of torque. We're not even accounting for the front intercooler yet because we wanted to see how the turbo responds. And 1.6 bar of boost is working fine. There was a bit of play in the turbo, if I mentioned that earlier. So we're taking a bit conservatively. I mean, these turbos can handle 1.8 bar quite easily, and the gearboxes handle 600 newton meters. And a bit more timing and boost, and hopefully we can reach about 400 horsepower, 550 newton meters. Final results are 394 brake horsepower and 543 newton meters of torque. To be fair, at 1.7 bar of boost, it can handle a bit more boost, but like I said, being conservative with the turbo because it had a bit of play on there. So yeah, that's our NVM stage 2, stage 2 ECU and stage 2 DSG. The actual DSG map we've put our torque limiters in at 600 newton meters. We've increased the clamping pressure, and we've also made the shift times quicker with the increased launch RPM as well. Within the ECU, we've actually added more boost for the launch control, so at 4,200 RPM, maximum launch control with maximum boost pressure for full launch. So it should do a good quarter mile, good 0 to 60. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. NVM Stage 2 for the Mach MQB 2-litre TSI. We don't usually have time to do stuff like this, but the customer gave us the car with a bit more time to play with today, so that's why we've been able to document it. But this applies to the Mach 7R, Mach 7 GTI with the IS38 and also the Seat Cooper range. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. So some people do question front wheel drive dyno mode, but it's been put there for a reason. The manufacturers put it there so it don't overheat the Haldex controller or the diff itself. As you're probably aware, they're all 4-wheel drive Haldex MQB or VAG vehicles, do run front wheel drive most of the time and only induce the rear wheels when there's slip, so it's not to be used on a constant basis. On this car we went through about 20 calibrations, so imagine 20 calibrations worth of 4-wheel drive rolling. The actual ECU, the Siemens Continental ECU, does model torque really well, and it does understand torque itself, so it, you know, without a dyno that measures parasitic loss, we can always calibrate based upon, you know, the data that we acquire. So whatever it makes in torque, we kind of can look it up in the tables. I mean, even in the ECU, I mean, you guys have probably seen the software that we've used before and to kind of spread down. It's the WinOLS, and these are the A2L data that we use to tabularize all the ECU software before we make any manipulation. So I mean, you can see, you know, we target 1.7 bar of boost, including atmospheric pressure, that's 2.7, and we put a 1.9 bar boost safety limit on there. I mean, fuel target, we kind of, you know, keep it as rich as possible, but I mean, they can run a lot leaner, and timing is accordingly. Within the ECU, there's also what we call maximum torque allowance, which is basically the torque modeling for maximum torque produced based upon the boost and the ignition timing that the vehicle makes. So the car always knows based upon that boost pressure and that timing, what sort of torque it's going to be, or roughly about. So we kind of, you know, ramp it up nice and slow, so, you know, kind of 450 newton meters of torque below 3000 rpm, and then ramp it up to 550. So we put a torque cap in there, a peak boost, a peak torque limit at 550 newton meters, and the ECU will always stay below this. Within the DSG software as well, we've got another torque cap, just in case. I mean, it very rarely happens, but just in case it overshoots beyond this torque limit, the actual DSG will limit it as well with throttle closure and ignition timing retarding. So I hope that's a good insight as to what we do and how we calibrate and the kind of software that we use, and why we run them cars in front wheel drive. So yeah, catch you guys in the next one.